It's so on. It's on. It's on. It's on. Oh, it's on. 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 Oh, it's on. It's on. It's on. It's on. It's on. Oh, it's on. Oh, it's on. It's on. It's on. Honey Badger Wildlife News. It is on. Oh, it's live right now. Yes, indeed, it's coming to you, right now. Yes, what's happening here? You know, look at this. We just look at what these social platforms are doing these days. Makes no sense. Makes no sense at all. What can you do when the world is streaming? I'm just waiting to see what's happening. I can't see any of the live chat right now because my computer's doing that color wheel spinning around, spinning around. Ooh, the computer is so old, it's just spinning around, just spinning around. I don't know what's happening. Papa, can you hear me? I swear to you, I swear. Folks. Oh, let me see what's happening here. Ooh, wah, ooh, wah, ooh, wah, ooh, wah, ooh, wow, wow. I don't know, on my end, I don't know what's happening. Oh, okay. Now I see what's happening. This so stupid, Lil Sis. What? Lil Sis, you got a mouth on you. Listen. Wow, this is all, I'm telling you, it's all so crazy. What's happening? See? All right, hold on a second, folks. I'm switching. Hold on, Captain Slippers. I have to switch up the this isn't working right. I'm telling you, this isn't. I don't know if I'm coming through. Can someone just let me know if I'm coming through or if I'm frozen? I don't know what's happening. Hi. Yes. What's the tea? What's happening, everybody? Hi, honey badgers. Hello, honey badgers, and thank you so much for watching. Now, you see, it's saying that this whole thing is crazy. Loading, 1, 2, 3. All right, I'm switching. I knew that this was going to be an issue. I'm switching the streams. This is Honey Badger Wildlife News. I have things to tell you about what's happening to our environments and to our animals. Yeah, no, seriously. Oh my goodness. Hold on to your toupees. Hold on to your girdles. I'm being serial. There's a lot of bad stuff that's happening. But I just want to remind you all while I have you here to please subscribe to this channel. Please check us out on patreon.com/CZG123. You can also check me out on Twitter at Randall's Animals. And on the Facebook, it's, if you want to have your data taken, just go to Facebook and like our page. It's facebook.com/RandallsHoneyBadger.com. Is there anything else I need to tell you? No, I think that's about it. I'm also on Steam and YouTube. Yeah, we have a Patreon page. We've been in the game, and I've been creating these videos and stuff for the longest of times. And I've never asked for anything, but what's cool about the Patreon, and I'm realizing it's really fun, is if you join and you do the whole thing with Patreon and you support, you'll get like a lot of extras that I don't normally post. And there's a lot of stuff. And if you join, you also get like personalized MP3s. I'll totally hook you up I will record whatever you want me to say, and I'll send it to you. There's a lot of good things. Just check us out, patreon.com/czg123. It's for my stuff, and it's a lot of... What is this? Yes, I agree. You know what's interesting? You know what's interesting about that? Someone just said, and I'm so sorry I didn't catch who said it, but someone so eloquently put F Mark Zuckerberg, and I completely agree. F that guy. He's a nerd. He's a nerd. But anyway, so if you join us over at Patreon, you go to patreon.com/czg123, we provide you with extras. A lot of stuff that I've never published, a lot of personalized things for you, and also it helps us help protect wildlife, because I've been working with some amazing groups, the World Wildlife Federation, Animals Asia, to protect our wildlife, because they really need our help. They really need our help, I'm telling you folks. But as always, you can come around and hang out. Big nerd, yes. Thank you, Shirley Miss. It was you who said that comment. And yeah, Facebook, check this out. So on the Facebook page, I go to promote, and they're like, oh, check it out. By May 25th, we have new regulations, and we want to make sure that your page is up to snuff. And I'm like, really? Serially? Oh, okay. So now you're going to take it out on us because you allowed these apps to go onto your platform and just take people's data. Anyways, that's a whole other thing. Listen, this is Wildlife News Live, and I have some important stuff to get to. First off, in Madagascar, the price of vanilla pods in vanilla is rising. You don't know about him? Oh, Star Squad, please. You don't want to know about him. Mark is like so stupid. Well, Mark and I do not support, I do not support Bill Gates. Well, you know, listen, if you're going to be angry with anyone, you should be angry with Jeff Bezos. This Amazon guy pays no taxes. The people, did you know the Amazon people, the Amazon employees, the ones on the road actually bringing us the stuff, are told to urinate in bottles, to keep a bottle beside them, and don't stop driving. As well, during the summer, there was no adequate air conditioning for the employees in the warehouse. But what he did do was he set up ambulances and tents outside to take care of them. You know, okay, so anyways, you know, humans. Anyways, listen. In Madagascar, the price of vanilla pods are going up. And vanilla in general is just, it's really worth a lot of money these days for whatever reason. And, you know, we need vanilla, but we don't need it. But it's used for ice cream and cakes and all this stuff. So, in addition to the vanilla pods, rosewood. So, okay, so vanilla grows in these pods on trees, right? And people have been using their machetes to take them and sell them. We're talking hundreds of millions of dollars. I'm not even kiddles. Okay, so check this out. Recently in Madagascar, there were a group of forest defenders who tried to stop people from taking away the vanilla, because it's just, you're ruining the habitat. You're basically, that's part of deforestation. When you start taking and cutting to sell, right? You're taking away like the habitat from the wildlife and the animals that live there as well. These vanilla pods are like a living thing. Anyways, it's all for the money. These defenders went there to try to stop them, and they were killed. Because the people with the machetes stabbed them. But they haven't caught anyone. Because it's like an illegal thing that the corporate governments, the corrupt politicians of Madagascar are completely okay with, because they're making money. So check this out. They had a real big issue with rosewood. No, you're my hero, Atomic Bill. Stop it. Listen, corrupt politicians allowed rosewood. Rosewood is also precious, but rosewood is like, they're trees. So people were illegally hacking them from state parks in Madagascar and forests that were supposed to be protected. And they're going in there. Check this out. You're not going to believe this. Hundreds of millions of dollars. So now what's happening, because they were like, oh, okay, we'll stop doing that. Incidentally, the rosewood, where was it sent to? China. China bought up all this rosewood from the pristine Madagascar forests, okay, and habitats, to make furniture. Okay, so check this out. Now they say vanilla is being used to launder the money made from rosewood sales. In vanilla, the taking of this vanilla leads to deforestation. So this is extremely messed up for all the wildlife in Madagascar. And now, folks, I really want to tell you something. Did Drink Me come back? Where is Drink Me? Shadow Egg. Oh. Listen, folks, you're not going to believe this. I know, vanilla. Vanilla. Everything is about this vanilla. And no one's... You see, here's the thing, folks. I hate to say it, but no one's talking. You'll never know this stuff. No one's ever... Have you heard on CNN? Have you heard anything on CNN or MSNBC or Fox or any of these... Anything? Have you heard any of that? Or have you read in the New York Times? No one's reporting about this because no one cares. No one is reporting about the deforestation and the loss of habitats for wildlife. And now, no one is reporting what I'm about to tell you right now. 1/3 of the species in the United States of America are vulnerable to extinction. Allow me to repeat this, please. Allow me to repeat this. 1/3 of all species in the United States alone are vulnerable to extinction. Butterflies, amphibians, fish, bats, bears, condors. See ya. What do you mean false? False? This is not false. Are you kidding me? How could you say this is false? Okay, so what's true? You mean all wildlife is flourishing? I'll tell you what. Pesticides, forest, prairie, and wetlands destruction, climate change are all the reasons for the loss of species. This is not false. This is happening right now. And the funding for a lot of wildlife protection agencies is being cut. This is not false. 1/3. This is 1/3. Look it up, everyone. You can, if you think I'm crazy, you think this is false, you can look it up. It's not being reported in the mainstream media, but it exists. Check it out. Google it. Google it. 1/3. How could you not? Listen, folks. If you think that's false, I'll put it to you this way. Bees are endangered. Bees are endangered. If you believe that, why can't you believe that 1/3 of species are vulnerable to extinction? Do you understand? They're vulnerable to extinction. I'm not saying they're extinct. I'm saying give it some years and we will have no butterflies. We will have no more frogs or other amphibians. We'll have no fish. Are you kidding me? Do you know how much oil and slipped up accidents we've had? Sloppy accidents and oil spills in our oceans? This is not a myth. This is not false. Wake up. Wake up, folks. How can it be false? No one gives a crap about wildlife. That's what I've been telling you. This is what I've been warning you. Without wildlife, we are doomed. Listen, we have these pesticides. They're killing off bees are endangered, people. Bees are endangered. Humans are still, this is continuous, in the process of taking away natural habitats. It's more comfortable for some people to ignore the facts and live in Never Neverland. Absolutely, Shadow X. The honeybees, the bumblebees, yes, they are endangered. And the flowers. Now, you see, that's what I'm talking about. When you start taking away flowers and the pesticides are killing flowers, plants, trees, what do these insects have to live? Bats! Bats need insects to live and to eat. It's the chain. It's the food chain. Once it all starts going, of course the species are going to die out. Jeez, Louise, Lasser. Species they're finding are living in smaller habitats. Funding is scarce. This administration just gave a little bump increase to the funding to the Federal Fish and Wildlife Foundation. I mean the Federal Fish and Wildlife Services. But they're a bunch of corrupt losers too. Are you kidding me? It works like this. If you give us some money, we'll make sure that people don't hunt wolves. If you don't have any money, we're going to let people hunt wolves. I can't believe this. I can't believe some people would think this is false. I'm reading your comments. I could see that some of you don't believe this. Right now, I'm going to tell you this, and it's going to freak you out, and you can take it what you will. I don't care if you believe this or not. The world is heading towards its 6th major mass extinction event. The world is heading towards its 6th major mass extinction event. 3 years ago in Kazakhstan, and I just posted a video about this last week, the Saiga antelope died off. 200 to 300,000 within 2 weeks. 20,000 in one day. The flying fox in 2017, I think it was like 10,000 or 20,000, died in one day. Species are not only subject to mass mortality events like that, where they just all die off, like a good chunk of them, but we are responsible. When you have huge oil carriers out on the ocean, when you have climate changes, the sea levels are rising, the temperatures are changing. Part of why those Saiga antelopes died 3 years ago in such a big number in Kazakhstan was because of the temperature change. They weren't used to it being so bloody hot, and a lot of them just died. Climate change, rising temperatures, sea levels rising. We keep taking away habitats as we need more resources. Human greed is absolutely the biggest enemy, Nick. I have to agree with you. They don't give a you-know-what about the animals or our planet. That's right. We live on the only thing that matters is our greed. That's it. It is disgusting. Yes, it is. That's right. That's right, folks. Your comments are absolute. That's it. So here's the thing. When does it stop? So I also want to tell you, folks, I'm trying. I'm really trying. I'm working with some people, and I'm going to try to do this. There must be a march for wildlife. You folks, I think obviously some of you get it, but I just, if we don't have wildlife, we're so screwed. We are so screwed. These species were here before us. Who do we think we are? Who do we think we are? They were here even before the Native Americans were here, stupids. False? False! This isn't false! Oh my goodness! Look it up. Look it up. 1/3 of the species in the United States are vulnerable to extinction. This is what kills me. This is what kills me. Imagine this. It's 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Your children's children want to go to the zoo. What's going to be left? What will they see? What will they see? What's going to be there? There won't be tigers. There won't be polar bears. There aren't even going to be penguins. Even the penguin is doomed. We're all doomed. And if they're doomed, we're doomed. We just have to do something. I'm telling you, it's unbelievable. I mean, I gotta say, I was so excited for the protest of our lives or the March for Our Lives, but that's not gonna do anything. That didn't even do anything. You know what that march did? Well, actually, here's something very cool that it did. Obviously it brought attention to the fact of gun violence being crazy in this country, in the United States, right? Okay. But it also helped Remington Rifles go belly up. They went bankrupt. So that's pretty cool, right? Other than that, all it did was it put Laura Ingraham on a vacation because she tweeted at that kid. It doesn't, that's what's so frustrating, folks. Am I right? Am I right? It's literally us versus them. It's literally us versus them. I can't believe it. Now more than ever. I mean, I guess it's always been this way, right? However, we are a democracy. We must be able to do something about this. But the problem is, you know what the problem is? You know what the problem is? When it comes to science and habitats and species and life, wildlife, life, our lives, unless there's a buck to be had, we can't get anyone's attention. That's what I'm saying. Like, these protests are awesome. But I remember when when this schmuck was elected, and there were big protests. But they didn't do anything. Do you remember? You know what? Do you remember? Are you folks old enough to remember the anti-protests that we used to have? We used to have anti-war protests. Right? And people, they actually kind of led to stuff. I mean, at least the government saw what was happening outside their door. Anyways, I don't want to get too political, but I have to, because this is about wildlife. This is it. Yeah, Kirby. Yes, Kirby. You think you should know. You should know it. You should know it. Folks, and that's the other problem. You see, that's the other problem. Identity politics has completely everything. That's my whole thing. Blacks want other rights and gays want their rights and transgenders want their rights, and I'm a white person, and don't forget about me. Like, don't take it out on me. I don't own slaves and all these things, and everyone's just doing their thing. What about the wildlife? No one is speaking up for the goddamn animals. I mean, surely if you're Christian, you would understand. You know what they do? At St. Patrick's Cathedral, every year they bless animals. Like, even if you're a Christian, yeah, I mean, it's just amazing. It doesn't matter. Oh, by the way, Happy Easter and Happy Passover, if you believe in any of these faiths. But so going back to, I think he's gay. Here's the thing. Because of that, right? Because I get that label, maybe no one's going to listen to me. No one's going to listen to me. Right? I have to, hey, listen, everybody. Let's, ba. Now you can listen to me. Now you can appreciate me because I'm straight. God damn it. Look, all I know is that wildlife and children, they need us to protect them. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Wildlife and children. That's it. 20,000 children in this country go missing daily. Daily. Did you know that? Did you know that? Do you think that's false? 20,000 children go missing daily. But let's talk about Russia. Let's just talk about Russia. Russia. Oh, Trump. Listen, there's going to be no Trump if we lose our wildlife. How about that? It's so hard to push a pro-children and wildlife agenda. It just is. It just is. I'm trying the best I can. I really am. I just hope that everyone out there, you could just spread the word. I mean, even if you're like at dinner with someone, you could just say, listen, did you know that 1/3 of the species here they're going to be vulnerable to extinction? Oh my goodness. Possibly due to absolutely due to kidnapping. Absolutely. 20,000 kids are taken. Of course it's kidnapping. Yes. I mean, there's slavery still here. Human slavery exists in every country. No one's talking about it. No one wants to talk about it. We have in this country alone, from what I understand, nearly 500,000 slaves. I'm telling you, it is so heartbreaking. It is so heartbreaking. And it's just going to keep happening because, listen, the bottom line is that's money too. I mean, if you want to go down that rabbit hole, that's money too. I will speak with my... Good. Thank you, Nick. Thank you. And thank you, Star Squad and Sheila, all of you folks. Even Kirby, I don't care. You know, I thank you folks, and I love you folks for watching. I'm just getting so upset. I really can't believe it. To a point where I really do think it's possible that we can start, let's start our own protest. Let's start our own protest. We should start our own protest. I love you all. I love you all. I really do. I love even the folks that come on here and say false. I really do. I'm sure it bothers me. And oh, he's gay. Oh, he must be gay. It's fine. I love you. It's okay. You can say that. I really, at this point, I don't care. I'm a honey badger. I don't care. You can say whatever you want. You can tweet at me whatever you want. You can come on Facebook and you can just say nasty things. That didn't sound good. But you can go on the Facebook page and you can say whatever you want. I love you all. I just really want to get the word out because holy cow, please, we need to do something about this. Like, we really do. Like, wildlife is so vital to our living. And it's so hard, especially with this administration. Listen, I have such empathy and love for even those who voted for Trump. I mean, I think it was a stupid move, but that's your right. People had that right that choice to make. You could do that. You could vote for Hillary. You could vote for Trump. You could vote for Bernie. You could even vote for Jill Stein. Although, if you ask me, she's the Russian stooge. Just saying. I think Jill Stein was the Russian stooge. Just go online and Google Putin, Jill Stein, and take a look. That's all I want to say about that. But instantly I'll lose some viewers, and that's okay. Listen, I don't care. I'm not gonna. No, listen. I'm not. Hey, I'm being silly. I'm sorry if you voted for Jill Stein. She's not a stooge. I'm just being silly. Star Squad, bye. Okay, maybe I have to go. Trump is awesome. Hillary is a murderer. Well, listen. Both of them have not only skeletons in their closet, but demons. They just do. Both of them. But I just wish Trumpy had an animal in the White House. There's no first cat. There's no first dog. In a long time. In like a long-ass time. And that makes me sad. Wouldn't it be cool if, like, he had a hedgehog? Like the first hedgehog? Trump is like, here's my hedgehog. It's a hedgehog. I love hedgehogs. But he's afraid of sharks. Apparently. Anyways, I don't want to get too political. I just want to say we must protect wildlife. And I really am going to try and work on... Yes, absolutely, of course. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think, I don't know, maybe I should run for office again. I ran in 2012. I tried to run independently. I actually got some votes. Which is pretty, it was the Honey Badger platform. So, anyways. I vote for peace. I vote for anyone who loves animals. Like, this is crazy. This is just crazy. We need to focus on wildlife and kids. Teachers are striking all over the place. Dusty, Stormy Daniels. 1/3 of species are going to be extinct if we don't do something about it. And everyone, oh, Stormy Daniels, Russia. It's unbelievable. Like, bees are endangered. No one's talking about this. No one's talking about what's happening in Madagascar. In Madagascar, just so much deforestation. Poachers. Just the UK recently, just very recently adopted better measures to protect elephants and their tusks and the ivory. You know, the United States, what they did, right? We started making tusks pink. I can't stand them, poachers. But once again, you know, what choice do they have? They're so broke. They're so broke, so poachers need the money. Because Africa just wants to introduce their own types of altcoins and cryptocurrency. Because the US dollar doesn't even mean anything over there. They're so broke. It's like, I get it. Like, I get why poachers exist, but it's horrible what they're doing. It's horrible. And oh, man. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching, honey badgers. Donkeys in Mexico are going low in population. Of course they are. Of course they are. We're losing. I mean, I'm just going to leave you with this. Imagine no more butterflies. I just want all of you for a moment to imagine a couple years from now when there are no more butterflies. Remember growing up and sometimes you would get an opportunity in the summer with some friends to catch some frogs in a bucket. Remember that? Remember how fun that was? Hi, Honey Badger. Oh, hi, Wendy Badger. No more flowers and plants without butterflies and bees. Bingo! We just keep spraying pesticides all over the place. And it goes into our food. Thank you, Shadow X. I love you so much. Thank you so much. That means so much to me. And thank you anyone and everyone who's right now typity-typies on the super chat. Again, Honey Badgers, thank you so much for tuning in. And I'm going to have to keep up the good fight and please, just spread the word. Just tell anyone you want. You could even post it. Do what you got to do. Post it anywhere. You could do this, do that. Just send an email to someone you know. Just be like 1/3 of species are vulnerable to extinction. That's all you have to do. Oh, Wendy, I love you, and thank you always for tuning in. Wendy, in case you're just tuning in, and anyone else, if you're just tuning in Madagascar, the price of vanilla pods is rising. So what's happening is there's a big deforestation effort. It used to be rosewood. They used to illegally chop down rosewood and sell it over to China. But now they're using vanilla to launder money made from rosewood. So it's completely affecting the wildlife and the habitats of those in Madagascar. And I just found out that 1/3 of species in the United States are vulnerable to extinction. This includes butterflies, amphibians, fish, bats, bears, condors, just to name a few. Pesticides, forest, prairie, and wetlands destruction are to blame. Climate change with rising temperatures and sea levels rising. Species are living in smaller patches of habitats, and funding is scarce. The federal Fish and Wildlife have been asking for money. This administration wants to cut. They basically recently gave them a little bit of an increase, but it's not enough. And the world, they say, is heading towards its 6th major mass extinction event. Please get the word out. Please tell someone you love that we got to do something. You're my favorite. No, you're my favorite. Stop it. You're my favorite. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember, patreon.com/CZG123. I'll make you special personalized MP3s for joining us there and special unreleased videos. And yes, we are working on Smack, a political debate show, which I get to host and I'm moderator. And soon that'll be released. And also watch for my video on tigers. That's coming out soon. Follow me on Twitter @Randall's Animals. You can also go to facebook.com/Randall's Honey Badger if you want your data stolen. Because that's really what Mark Zuckerberg loves to do. He just loves to make money off us and then just give away all of our information. Because we're suckers. We're just suckers. We're suckers. All we care about is Russia and Stormy Daniels. And meanwhile, 1/3 of our species are vulnerable to extinction. I love you all so much. Please, now's the time to really just take what you want and be honey badgers. We all must work to be honey badgers because we're not going to take it. Bye. Protect wildlife. I love you.